Well, we all know those who promote inclusion and diversity are the most inclusive. We're talking about homosexuality, and we've talked about it in corporate America. Now we're going to talk about it in the sports world. Ed Vitagliano, Walker Wildman, and Abraham Hamilton III. Walker, one of the latest things is about a soccer player. Now, I don't follow soccer myself, but her name is Jaylene Hinkle. And from what I've read, she's one of the best defenders in the country. But she was asked over the summer, the team was going to play a couple of exhibition bouts, and they're going to wear gay pride jerseys. And Jaylene prayed about it for a few days. She said this in an interview with 700 Club. And she said, I didn't feel like it was my business as a Christian to promote gay pride. So she didn't play. And now it's become fairly clear that Jaylene was blackballed from the team and will never play for the U.S. women's soccer again because she would not support gay pride.
Yeah, this seems to be where our country is headed, and we're currently here now, and that is a place where the crowd who's been screaming, ironically screaming for diversity and inclusion for years now, they've actually turned the table, and they're the most exclusive group of people in our country. If you don't agree with them and their ideology, being the homosexual agenda, then you're not welcome to even play soccer with them. And not to mention, you're not welcome to work with them. And some places, Christians have been fired because of their religious beliefs or sued, etc. But this is a dangerous place, and we have a First Amendment for a reason. But unfortunately, it doesn't always protect things like this.
Well, Abe, I want to read a quote here because the latest is from a teammate of Hinkle, Ashlyn Harris, who is, I think, their goalie. She's a lesbian. She is married to a member of the team. This is what she said after the Hinkle story, Jaylene Hinkle story, has come out. She tweeted this. She said, Hinkle, our team is about inclusion. Your religion was never the problem. The problem is your intolerance, and you are homophobic. You do not belong in a sport that aims to unite and bring people together. You would never fit into our pack or what this team stands for. Now, this is pretty outrageous because it is becoming increasingly clear, like Walker said, Christians are going to be on the outside looking in corporate America to a large extent, and now even U.S. sports.
Yeah, and Ashlyn Harris followed that tweet by saying, and there were other Christians on our team, which really brings to the focus that her religion is not the problem as long as she is willing to abandon what her religion teaches. In other words, Christians are welcome on the team if they're unwilling to take a stand against what God clearly declares to be sinful. Then you would be welcome. And that is the touchstone of the cultural application of this whole tolerance thing. You will be tolerated as long as you go along with the tide of the culture. And it's a sad state of affairs. And they may think because they won the World Cup that they actually won the victor's crown. But the true victor's crown goes to Jaylene Hinkle and people like her that are willing to stand on God's word immutably.
Well, and as Abe mentioned, Christians are going to have to decide whether or not they can support gay pride. The fact of the matter is gay pride is a political movement that is pushed for homosexual marriage and is pushing true Christians who will hold fast to their faith to the fringes of American culture. That is what we were up against. We'll continue to follow this particular story, but also others like it. And we want to thank you for joining us for this edition of Reason and Company.